welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the start of our KBA triple header weekend. 3 days, 3 games of KBA action to start things off this Friday night. We see a matchup between the two hottest teams in the KBA. Not literally at this point, but teams that are playing as well as anybody right now. It's the Central City Saiyans taking on the Saffron Kicks. We're at Kick Stadium right now. Curtis Coleman on the call for KBA on Elite 4 TV to bring you the action. And Central City entering, winning 2 in a row, back-to-back games, and the one before that, their last loss was on a buzzer beater. Meanwhile, the Kicks, they're 3-0 in their last 3. They started 1-2. They're now second in the entire league. What a turnaround it's been for them. Take a look at the starting lineups. Nothing really new. Piccolo and Blaziken will take the opening tip-off. Here we go. And we're underway. Tip-off is won by Blaziken to Incineroar. The pass coming forward. And Hitmonlee's going to turn around, try the jumper. That's no good. Trying to get things started on a high note. Vegeta up against Lucario. That's an interesting matchup. Now, the thing is, you don't really know who's got the advantage because, obviously, these characters on Central City aren't Pokemon. They're different IP, as Incineroar is going to take the feed, throw it down at the other side. Incineroar is averaging a 6.3 points per game, 6.2 rebounds, getting the job done as a big. Goku on the other side, that 3 will fall. Kid Goku leads the KBA in assists this year, and it's by a decent amount at the moment. Here's Cinderace, the give to Blaziken. Blaziken's against Piccolo. Blaziken finds Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee on the left side. Gets a dribble going forward. Spins around. Piccolo going to be fouled. Hitmonlee will head to the free throw line. Hitmonlee has really turned a corner since being traded to the team from the Lake of Rage. And I always talk not great about him, but really Hitmonchan seemed to really be holding him back. His first game with the team, he has over 20. He's averaging 11.8 points a game. 2.6 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 60% from the field. That's insane for a small forward. Now we'll get a trip to the free throw line. First shot is good. Hitmonlee, a potential major all-star candidate, as that format's been revealed. Kanto against the world. Pokemon and characters with their origin in Gen 1 facing off against everyone else. Hitmonlee would obviously be on Team Kanto, despite formerly playing for Johto, as he makes both free throws. Saffron leads 4-3. Kid Goku takes it out against Cinderace. Good matchup here. Perhaps the 2 point guards, 2 of the point guards that would be representing Team World. Super Boo sends it outside. That's a bad pass. Goes right off Vegeta, and it's stolen by Lucario. Lucario's going to fake the shot, pass it off to Cinderace for the finish. And great chemistry from Saffron. A very underrated backcourt. Lucario and Cinderace, both averaging over 10 points a game this year. And both potential all-stars. Vegeta up against Lucario. Lucario leads all guards in rebounding this year and only 2.8 a game, but I guess that's how the sim engine works. Vegeta's going to hit the jumper. It's 6-5. Cinderace takes it up, gets a screen from Incineroar. Up against Kid Goku. Cinderace over Kid Goku. That's no good, and it's rebounded by said Kid Goku. Goku finds Vegeta. Alley-oop to Piccolo for the dunk. Piccolo has really essentially lost his starting spot. Cell has been really the go-to favorite for 6th Mon of the year. I always say it. Other side, Cinderace to Incineroar. And look at that. The starters connecting. Final stage evolutions connecting, I should say. Goku stripped of the ball by Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee finds Cinderace. Cinderace goes up. Can't roll it in. Rebound for Goku. That's 2 rebounds. Poor Kid Goku already. Vegeta goes up. Super Boo's fouled by Incineroar. Super Boo will get a trip to the free throw line. Super Boo's really broken out in the last few games. A major candidate for the All-Star game, averaging 11.3 points, 7.2 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 2 blocks, and 0.5 steals a game, 50.8% shooting. Take a look at some of the players in the top 10 in the league in various categories participating in this game. Krillin leads the KBA in three-point percentage, hasn't missed one yet. That's the only one in this one. Also leading the league in field goal percentage, 72.2% from the field. Also the only one in that category. Super Boo makes the first free throw. Speaking of Super Boo, he ranks in the top 10 in terms of blocks a game, with 7th with 2 a game. Meanwhile, Blaziken is 6th with 2.3, and Piccolo 2nd with 3.3. As for steals, Trunks ranks in the top 10. I believe that's tied for 7th with 1 a game. Goku is tied for 9th with 0.8 per game, as is Lucario. And he's already got a steal tonight. Super Boo makes them both, gives his team the lead. Cinderace. Jumping around, kicks out. Incineroar's got really a long shot if you wanted to take it. Incineroar's going to go into the paint, kick out. And Cinderace for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Piccolo. Kid Goku takes it up the court. Nice agile matchup at point guard tonight. That's really going to be the one to watch. Goku bounce pass to Trunks. Over Hitmonlee. That's no good. Rebound to Incineroar. Trunks has been an outstanding defender this year. He'll have his work cut out with him going against the daunted Hitmonlee. Cinderace. Finds Lucario. Lucario the screen. And he's going to drain the 3. Nice screen from Cinderace, the point guard. Doesn't really get involved in that action too much. As a timeout called by the Saiyans as Saffron leads 11-9. We'll take a look at some of the leading assisters playing in this game. The only one, Goku, 5 a game, first in the KBA. In terms of rebounds, Blaziken sits 4th, averaging 8.2. Meanwhile, Piccolo is 8th at 7.5. Super Boo 10th at 7.2. Here's Kid Goku. Against Cinderace, finds Piccolo. Piccolo defended by Blaziken. That's a good matchup. Two players who don't really get involved in the offense too much, but much more involved in the defensive side. Trunks for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Blaziken. Almost slipped out of his hand for a second. Blaziken finds Cinderace. Goku covering him tight. Cinderace the give to Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee gives it right back to Cinderace. Cinderace drives to the right side. Cinderace gets a spin move. Cuts inside. Cinderace over Boo. Can't finish. Nice help defense from Super Boo to contest the shot at the last second. Results in the miss. Super Boo to the other side. Inside to Trunks. Wrestles it away from Hitmonlee and finishes. And we're tied at 11. Everybody on Central City with a bucket so far. And there's going to be a turnover. Vegeta gets it behind the back pass to Piccolo, who's stripped of the ball by Blaziken. Incineroar passes it forward. Lucario to the corner. Hitmonlee for 3. Yes, sir! Hitmonlee, 5 in the first quarter, and the lead goes back to Saffron. Piccolo, the give to Vegeta on the outside, finds Kid Goku. 3 steals already for Saffron. Very impressive. Trunks. Vegeta bounce pass to Goku. Goku to Piccolo. Piccolo to Trunks. They're passing the ball out. Can't get an open shot. Vegeta's going to have to put up a contested 3, and he's got it. Vegeta with 5. We're even at 14. Cinderace takes it up. Both teams getting some bench subs ready. Lucario gives it right back to Cinderace on the left side. Cinderace waiting, driving. Cinderace now defended by Super Boo. Gets the switch. Going to send it back out. Lucario. 2 on the shot clock. Pulls up. 3. Got it! Lucario lets it fly. And Saffron retakes the lead. Back-to-back possessions of just draining down the clock. Good defense, but a 3 drained. Goku other side. Heat check. That's no good. Rebound from Blaziken. Blaziken charges forward. Wide open, but blocked by Super Boo. Gets in. Gets back in time. It's going to remain Saffron ball, but many a sub being made. Heracross coming in, as is Imperfect Cell. I said the favorite for 6th Mon of the year. Leads all bench players, averaging just under 10 points a game. Really, the main candidate right now is Imperfect Cell, Executor, Sonic. That trio really leads the way. Sudowoodo inbounds it to Hitmonlee. He's going to give it to Hitmontop on the outside. Hitmontop's really struggled this year. Did not play well in his first game with his new team. Lucario gets it. Finds Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo up against Cell. Over Cell. Banks it home. Sudowoodo's on the board. And Saffron leads by 5. Trunks dribbles it out against Hitmonlee. Trunks has Vegeta. Vegeta against Lucario. Oh my! Vegeta went Super Saiyan and throws it down over Lucario. Timeout called by the Kicks. We'll take a moment to take a look at the top 10 scorers this year. The only one participating in this game, Cinderace, averaging 12.7. Goku averaging 12.3, so I believe he's actually 11th. Hitmontop to Hitmonlee. It's Sudowoodo. Finds Heracross wide open for 3. Got it! And that's why they acquired Heracross. I've noticed a bit of a locker room cancer on Pallet Town, but has exposed himself as a phenomenal stretch 4 with his new team. Vegeta against Gorachu, going to be fouled. Vegeta will head to the free throw line. Vegeta, another candidate to be an all-star shooting guard for the Team Non-Kanto. Averaging 9.3 points, 1.3 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 0.3 steals, 0.7 blocks, 51% from the field, 57% from 3. His whole team is shooting quite well from 3, in fact. One of the best three-point shooting teams in the entire KBA. Take a look at the free throw. First one is good from Vegeta. He's got 8 already. That's almost his season average, so a great start to this game for Vegeta. Second free throw. Also good. Vegeta's got 9. But the lead's still at 4. Here's Gorachu on the outside. Gets a nice screen. Gorachu's going to dribble it right out. What is Gorachu doing? Coach Rock Lee not happy with it. Against one of his good buddies, Naruto, in this game. Naruto not coaching, but is on the opposing team. Vegeta, heat check. 3. In and out. Rebound goes to Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo passes it out. Hitmonlee drives against Trunks. Blocked by Trunks on the attempted lay-in. Tried to switch it up last minute. Did not fool Trunks at all. Kid Goku. Vegeta wide open. Corner 3. Drains it. Vegeta's got 12. And you know he's got to be pleased with that. Here comes Hitmontop. Gives it off to Hitmonlee. Hitmontop with it. Hitmonlee for Sudowoodo for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Trunks. Cell in the paint. Over Sudowoodo. That's blocked. Goes out of bounds. 20.5 seconds to go in the quarter. Saffron leading by 2. Trunks set to inbound it. Over to Super Boo. Vegeta takes the feed, finds Kid Goku. Imperfect Cell. 5 seconds separating shot and game clock. Against Sudowoodo. Cell, 2 seconds, drives by Sudowoodo and gets the finish. We're tied. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Hitmontop takes it up. 1 second, pulls up, 3, no good. And that'll do it for the opening quarter. A nice run by the Saiyans to end things off. And because of that, we're tied at 22-1. Stick around for the rest of this one. It's a great game between two of the hottest teams in the KBA, and you don't want to miss a thing. We're back to Kick Stadium. Curtis Coleman on the call for KBA on Elite 4 TV, and we're tied at 22 through one quarter. It's two of the hottest teams in the KBA facing off. Central City has two. Central City's won 2 in a row. Saffron's won 3 in a row. Kid Goku is going to hit the jumper to open up the second quarter. It's a long 2. He's got 5, and Central City's got the lead. We've had multiple lead changes already. You just saw the graphic at the bottom of your screen. Heracross on the outside, stripped by Super Boo. Heracross was going in no man's land. Gives it off. Lord Beerus for 3. And Cell somehow gets under the basket to grab the rebound. Incredible effort from Imperfect Cell. Gets the bucket afterwards. 26-22, times it perfectly. It took a bunch of big bounces. Hitmontop the other way, drives, fouled by Kid Goku. Will head to the free throw line. Hitmontop, I mentioned, has struggled this season, was acquired from Rock Tunnel in an attempt to get a good fit. Hitmontop averaging 1.8 points, 0.8 rebounds, 1 assist, 0.2 steals, 0.3 blocks a game. We take a look to see how the Saffron Kicks got to this point. They opened things up with a win over Lavender Town by 7 points. Then a 9-point loss to Goldenrod. They proceeded to lose to Mushroom Kingdom by 13. Green Yoshi dominated that game. But since then, it was a 25-point win over Rock Tunnel. Pure domination in that one. Hitmontop makes the first free throw. Proceeded to whoop Celadon City by 8. That was Luffy's last game as a kick. Proceeded to be traded to Celadon, and then a 7-point win over the Kanto Embers. The thing about the Kicks is that they've played the majority of the best teams in the league already. They've played Celadon, they've played Kanto, they've played Goldenrod. Those 3 teams and them are the top 4 teams in the KBA right now, as Beerus is there to grab the rebound and put it back. Beerus' first bucket of the game, and it's a 4-point lead. Now, to be honest, Central City might be the best team they haven't faced yet. Imperfect Cell called for the shooting foul, and Sudowoodo will head to the free throw line. My major point is watch for Saffron to rise in the standings as they continue to go along, because they do have a lot of easier teams to face that remain. Sudowoodo's averaging 1.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 0.8 assists, 0.3 steals, 0.8 blocks, 42% from the field, 100% from 3. Now the 100% from 3 theoretically is leading the league, but the rules that minimum, you need to have a minimum of 2 attempts to qualify for the league leaders in that stat. Sudowoodo's first free throw is good. Sudowoodo's up to 3 points. Naruto enters the game. And you notice the Kicks really just taking a major nosedive when their bench comes on, and that's really what the bench of Central City really brings to the table. They have one of the best benches, if not the best bench in the entire KBA. Them and really Mushroom Kingdom, the real leaders in that category. Second free throw's also good. Sudowoodo has 4. That's the 3rd most on the team. Kid Goku's up against Hitmontop. Central City's also done better at cleaning up in the second quarter. They really struggled with turnovers, and now not giving up any steals, really. Hitmontop takes the feed from Galarian Zapdos. Euro step over Goku. Won't go. Rebound by Cell. Cell starting the other way. Cell slows down, gives it off to Goku. Goku gonna drive. Goku over Hitmonlee, and that's no good. It's rebounded by Hitmonlee. Still in the game. Hitmonlee pass inside to Sudowoodo for the finish. Gives it off to his look-alike. And it's a timeout called by the Saiyans. We're tied at 28. Saiyans obviously looking for some improvement. Hitmonlee back in. Hitmonlee stepping up. That's kind of exactly what we predicted out of Hitmonlee after the trade. As I said, really been free to break out. His first game with the team, Hitmonlee finished with 25 points. Beerus finds Krillin. Krillin A weird pass outside to Master Roshi for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Sudowoodo, who grabs it over Beerus. Sudowoodo slows down, waits for his teammates to catch up. Gives it off to Hitmontop. Hitmontop against Roshi. Finds Hitmonlee. Great defense by Beerus, tracking him the whole way. Hitmonlee gets some room. Pick and roll to Sudowoodo for the finish. Sudowoodo's got a game high, or got a team high 8 so far. Both teams shooting 50% from the field. Pretty impressive. Krillin's shot, no good. Rebound for Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee passes it ahead. Galarian Zapdos for 3, no good. Rebound for Lord Beerus. Lord Beerus starts the other way. Drives right by Sudowoodo and throws it down. Easy dunk for Beerus. We're tied once again. Hitmonlee, handoff to Zapdos. He's got Heracross getting open for 3. No good. Rebound. Sudowoodo tried poking it over, but it goes right to Lord Beerus. Finds Naruto. Mid-range shot is good. Naruto's on the board, and Central City retakes the lead. Hitmontop gives it to Heracross. Sudowoodo with it, finds Hitmonlee. And Hitmonlee rises up to throw it down. Got 7 points, 2 assists, and a steal so far. Other side, Roshi banks it home with a lot of backspin on that shot. Was that Roshi or Krillin? I can't tell. It was someone bald. I believe that was Krillin, actually, so apologies. And on the other side, Hitmontop's going to respond. Hitmontop's got 4. Good start for the backup point guard, who I mentioned has really struggled this season. Here comes Roshi. I believe that's Krillin, actually. Sends it off to Roshi. Roshi against Hitmontop finds Beerus. Beerus back to Roshi for 3. No good. Rebound to Sudowoodo. Really uncontested. These are the kinds of rebounds that really anyone could get. It just happens to be the center as a great lead pass. Hitmonlee throws it down. Hitmonlee has a team high 9. And Saffron has the lead. Timeout, Saiyans. We continue to go back and forth, bucket for bucket. And it really is anybody's game. Both teams looking like some of the top teams in the entire league. And these two teams are 2 of the top teams in the entire league. In terms of scoring, they're ranked near the top. Defense, maybe not so much. Actually, Saffron's got quite a good defense. They're second in point differential. Actually, second and third in point differential in the league right now. Imperfect Cell drives right by Hitmonlee. Over Hitmonlee, that's no good. Rebound to Blaziken. Blaziken takes it out. Finds Hitmontop. A great bench performance so far for Saffron, actually. Dominating in terms of bench points. Here's Hitmontop. Drives right by. Finishes it over Roshi. Hitmontop has 6. That's a total of 17 bench points right now. 12 for the Saiyans, which isn't bad either, I'd like to point out. Roshi. Is that a long 2 or a 3? I'm not sure, and that doesn't matter. It's a 0. Rebound to Incineroar. Incineroar passes to his right to Blaziken. Blaziken's up against Imperfect Cell. Just outside the paint now. Backs up. Gives it off to Hitmontop. Hitmontop on fire right now. Right back to Blaziken. Blaziken 8 on the shot clock at the top in the middle. Finds Incineroar to his left and inside. Over Naruto. Incineroar can't get it to go. Rebound by Imperfect Cell. Cell slows down. Does a half spin and passes it off to Roshi. Naruto in the middle, now slightly to the left. Naruto got a trailing Krillin. Krillin, 6 on the shot clock. Krillin over Galarian Zapdos. That goes. Krillin's got 4 points, and really 14 bench points is not bad at all, especially in the first half. It's actually really good in the first half. For the Saiyans, it's just less than their opponents. Hitmonlee pulls up from 3. That's no good. Rebound comes to Naruto. Naruto chases it forward. It's a bit of a mismatch. Finds Imperfect Cell over Incineroar. That's no good. Rebound goes out off of Imperfect Cell. It'll be Saffron ball. Piccolo and Trunks re-entering the game. Out go Krillin and Naruto. And finally, Hitmonlee getting a little bit of a rest. Hitmontop. At the top, finds Lucario. Lucario drives right by Trunks. Easy finish. Lucario's got 8. Lead is up to 4. Trunks takes it out. And there's a finish from Trunks. Trunks is 4. Hitmontop to give to Lucario. Lucario to Hitmontop. Gets a bit of an open path against Roshi. Gonna be fouled. Head to the free throw line. And Hitmontop's breakout performance continues. What a game it's been for the fighting type. I mentioned entering this one, averaging 1.8 points a game. That's 11 total points. Has a chance to get to 8 on the game with these free throws alone.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Taking a breather. Now heading to the line. First free throw is good. Second free throw coming for Hitmontop. Such a weird form, but he's going to make it count. Make them both count. 42-38. Roshi takes it up, finds Cell. He's breezing up the court. Finds Beerus on his left. Beerus against Gorachu. Beerus finds Piccolo for 3. Got it! How about that? The big Piccolo from 3. It's a 1-point game. Hitmontop against Roshi on the left side. Fade away. Corner 3. Not sure what Hitmontop was doing. That's no good. Rebound by Roshi. Roshi to Cell. Cell against Incineroar. Cell to take the lead. Kicks out to Roshi. Roshi to Piccolo. Piccolo to Beerus on his left. Beerus to Cell in the corner. Cell posts up a little bit. Now driving against Incineroar. Gonna be fouled. Cell will get a trip to the free throw line with a chance to put Central City ahead. Imperfect Cell averaging 9.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 0.7 steals, 1.7 blocks. Like, easily been the best player off the bench this season. As I said, the only one that can really compete is Executor, who's averaging 2.5 less points, half a rebound less, half an assist less, a third of a steal less, and almost a full block per game less. Cell's got 4 points so far. First free throw is going to be good. Cell's got 5 now. Cinderace enters the game for Hitmontop. That fadeaway corner 3 really probably did that to him. Not sure what the thought process was behind it. Cell at the free throw line. Number 2, a chance to give Central City the lead. The free throw is good. Cell's got 6. That's the second most on the Saiyans right now, only behind Vegeta. Cinderace with it on the outside. Shot clock off. 10 seconds to go in the half. Cinderace starts to his right. Cinderace inside for Blaziken. Blaziken over Piccolo. That's good for the lead. Blaziken's first bucket. 2 seconds now. Roshi heaves it up. No good. Nearly made it. But that'll do it for the second quarter. The Saffron kicks with a last-second bucket from Blaziken take the lead and lead 44-43 at half. We'll be back after these messages. We're back inside of Kick Stadium. Curtis Coleman on the call for the KBA on Elite Four TV. The Saffron Kicks currently leading 44-43 over the Central City Saiyans at halftime. It was the last second bucket from Blaziken that brought them the lead. We are underway in the second half now. Here comes Trunks. Trunks tries the alley-oop for Cell. Mistimed. It's going to roll out of bounds, or bounce out of bounds, I should say. And it'll be Saffron ball. Now, the big stat difference that stands out, 14-6 in terms of assists for the Saffron Kicks. They've done a great job moving the ball, and the team with the leading assister in the KBA has not. Incineroar kicks out. Cinderace drives over Goku. Great finish. While falling away, Cinderace had only 2 in the first half on the board in the second. Obviously, that's due to Hitmontop playing a large portion of it after entering and really stepping up. Goku on the other side. Waiting. Has 5 in the opening half. And an offensive 3-second violation against Trunks. Goku was just waiting for anything to happen. The team wasn't moving around him. And Coach Popo is just not happy. I think that's the emotion. Cinderace gives it to Hitmonlee. Lucario on the outside. Lucario gets a screen from Blaziken. It's not effective at all. Lucario, midi, no good. Rebound from Piccolo, who comes soaring in to grab it. Vegeta takes it the other way. Aggressive break to the hoop. Shot over Lucario, doesn't fall. Rebound for Incineroar. Here comes Incineroar taking it up. Finds Blaziken inside. Blocked by Piccolo. And the rebound goes to Piccolo. Goku finds Cell over Incineroar. Fouled. Cell will head to the free throw line. Great effort from Piccolo defensively on that play. As we'll take a look to see how Central City got to this point in the season. They sit 3-3 right now. They open things up with a defensive masterclass. 49-38 victory. 49-38 victory over the Kanto Embers. And honestly, that's going to be the lowest score you see this season by a team. Teams are now scoring more in a half than Kanto did in the entire game. They followed that up with a 10-point loss to Goldenrod, a 5-point loss to Pallet Town, handing them their first win of the year. Then it was a loss to Lake of Rage, if you remember. Piccolo passing the inbound pass inside the three-point line. Vegeta made the shot after getting it outside, but it was too late. The buzzer had sounded. And then it was a dominant win over Team Rocket. 18 points, Super Boo. Back-to-back dominant performances, and then a 4-point win over Lavender Town, which they scored 91. They've scored 181 points in the last 2 games, and I believe that's the most by a single team in a 2-game span this season. Cell makes them both is up to 8 on the game. Lucario outside to Cinderace. Cinderace has a bit of room to shoot, decides to pass it off to Incineroar. Lucario with his foot inside the 3-point line. Fade away. No good. Shot over Vegeta, doesn't fall. Rebound to Cell. Cell finds Trunks. Trunks breaking by it's Hitmonlee and will be fouled. Trunks will head to the free throw line. I mentioned Trunks has been dominant defensively this season. A real all-defensive team contender. Averaging 7.8 points. 3.2 boards, 1.3 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.2 blocks a game. 42.5% from the field. 58% from threes, very impressive, but Trunks will get a chance to give his team the lead now.
Shooting 2.
And I mentioned that the all-defensive team candidate, only 1 steal a game, 0.2 blocks. That's 1.2 stocks a game. That's really not that great. Imperfect Cell is 2.4 stocks a game. Super Boo, 2.5. I don't think either of them I put on an all-defensive team. But, got to remember, steals aren't nearly as common in the KBA. The players tend to take care of the ball pretty well, so even getting to that 1 steal a game threshold is quite impressive. It's about 1 steal's worth 2 blocks in terms of rate in which they happen. Timeout for the Kicks as Trunks gives his team the lead. He's got 6 now. And Coach Rock Lee will talk things over with the Kicks. Hitmonlee inbounds it to Cinderace. Here he comes, taking it forward. Pass into the post for Incineroar against Super Boo. Turns around, thought about the jumpers. Going to pass it off to Cinderace instead for 3. No good. Rebound, Incineroar. One touch put back with the left hand falls, or left paw, I guess. Incineroar has 6. Goku on the other side finds Piccolo for 3. No good. Rebound to Incineroar. Incineroar races it up, finds Blaziken over Piccolo. That's a finish. Blaziken has 4 points now. 14 lead changes in this game, 9 ties. That's insane. The largest lead, I believe, just said was 4. Goku to Piccolo. Jumper, that's no good. Rebound to Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee had 9, 2, and 3 in the opening half, up to 3 boards now. That's above his season average. Incineroar to Cinderace. Blaziken takes it on the outside in the middle. Goes for Incineroar on the right side, just outside the paint. Now posts up. Incineroar thought about turning around, jumping. He's going to put it up again. Draw the foul against Super Boo. Incineroar will head to the free throw line.
First personal foul. First team foul. Number 72.
Incineroar averaging 6.3 points, 6.2 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 0.2 steals, 1.7 blocks a game this season. 50% from the field, has not attempted a 3. For the Kicks this game, it hasn't been about getting the block shots. Not that they struggle in blocks this year. 3 players averaging over 1 a game. Incineroar is going to make the first free throw now, up to 7 points. That's above his season average. But it's more so the fact that they've only got 1 in the opening half. They only had 1 in the opening half. So comparable to that 14-6 assist differential. Absolute dominance in the blocks category from Central City. Incineroar's second free throw, also good. Incineroar's up to 8 points. Incineroar been a valuable part. All 5 starters have been a valuable part on the second place team in the KBA. Goku for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Incineroar once again on the glass. Finds Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee against Trunks. Over Trunks. No good. Blaziken soaring in on the rebound. Can't put it back, but grabs his own rebound again. Blaziken, the third go. That's good. Blaziken has 6. 4 in the third quarter, and it's now the biggest lead of the game for Saffron. 7 points. Goku, Super Boo, inside, that's no good, and they just can't buy a shot. Blaziken the other way, Blaziken inside, Hitmonlee blocked by Goku. Rebound to Blaziken, Lucario 3, you know it. Time out, Saiyans, the lead, up to 9. Sorry, that's just a 2. But Lucario's got 10. And Saffron now has a comfortable lead. The game broken wide open after an insanely close first half. 12-4 run to begin the third quarter. For the Kicks, Goku for 3. That's good. Apologies, that's a 2 as well. Still long 2. Goku's got 7. They're shooting 45% from the field. Lucario passes it inside. Cinderace, great finish with the right hand. Off a beautiful feed from Lucario, Cinderace had the angle over Goku. And the lead is back to 9. Goku takes it up. 14-6 run. Vegeta drives to his right over Lucario. That's a finish. Vegeta's got a game-high 13, and you got to wonder what would have happened if Vegeta had really played big minutes in the second quarter. They had Hitmontop playing big minutes in the second. Obviously, that's a different team, but Vegeta has played extremely well. That's his first rebound. He had 11, 0, and 1 in the first half. Super Boo with it. Finds Goku. Goku to his left. Goku still going to his left. Now finds Boo in the middle. Boo's going to drive. Spin around against Incineroar just outside the paint. Will bank it home. Super Boo's been back-to-back player of the game for Central City. He's only got 4 in this one. He'll need to step up a little more if they want to win this game. It's a 5-point lead. Lucario pulls up from the mid-range. That's good. Lucario's got 12, sorry. The lead is at 7. Goku against Cinderace. Finds Piccolo. Goku the give to Vegeta. Vegeta. Driving, hands it off. Goku. Vegeta to Super Boo. Goku fakes out Cinderace. The jumper. No good. Great effort, though. Rebound. Super Boo finishes it off. Lead back down to 5. And it seems like every time I say something, it just completely goes, flips around. Establish a narrative, I guess. It completely flips around. Lucario for 3. That's good. That's a narrative that hasn't changed. You can't stop Lucario right now. Lucario's got 15. And I believe that might be a season high. It's close to it, at least. Trunks finds Goku. Goku to Vegeta. Vegeta to Piccolo. Over to Goku for 3. Got it! They're going blow for blow once again. Except this time that mini run by the Kicks has really given them the lead for the current at the moment, for the, I guess, foreseeable time. Super Boo drives against Cinderace, puts it up. That's no good. Great defense from the Fire-type point guard. Lucario, jumper over Vegeta, doesn't fall. Rebound goes to Vegeta. Vegeta to Super Boo. To Trunks. Trunks looking for someone to pass to. No movement. Finds Goku. Goku's going to find Piccolo. Piccolo nearly stripped. Now he is stripped by Blaziken. Second steal of the game. But Blaziken's nearly stripped by Piccolo. Cinderace comes away with it. Finds Blaziken. Blaziken to Cinderace. 13 on the shot clock. Cinderace. Lucario hands it off to Cinderace. Great spin move. Completely dekes out Goku, but can't get the shot to fall. It rested on the back of the rim for a second before rolling out. Goku, other side. Kicks out. Wide open Piccolo for 3. Drains it. Piccolo's got 8, and it's a 2-point game. Cinderace trying to level things out again. Waiting. 1 second separating shot and game clock. Cinderace dribbles to his left. Bounce pass to Blaziken. Blaziken in the post. Blocked by Piccolo. Rebound goes to Vegeta. Heaves it up. That won't go. That'll do it for the third quarter. A better performance defensively from both sides, held to under 20 for both teams. And at the end of the day, it's a 2-point game coming home, and we'll see how this one ends. We're back inside Kicks Stadium for the exciting conclusion of the Saffron Kicks taking on the Central City Saiyans. Curtis Coleman on the call for the KBA on Elite 4 TV. Great alley-oop from Cinderace to Incineroar, the 8th generation starter to the 7th gen starter connection. 3 fire-type starters on this team. Wouldn't be shocked if Infernape found his way on the team in the future as well. Obviously, the firefighting kind of trend kind of goes with this squad, but nonetheless, it's a great unity, I guess, with all common experiences. Cinderace drives through, can't finish, and it's going to be rebounded by Trunks. It's a 2-point game in the fourth quarter. It was as much of a 9-point lead at one point, but all of a sudden, Central City's back in it. Trunks finds Vegeta. Vegeta to Goku. Over to Trunks. Trunks is going to get some room. Trunks now against Sudowoodo. Kicks out Goku. Open. 3. And Naruto nearly got the putback, but it's going to go to Lucario. Lucario finds Cinderace. Cinderace, no mistake this time. Cinderace has 8 points. Goku nearly gave his team the lead. You saw Sudowoodo swooping in to try to get the block. Wasn't on time, fortunately for him. Goku missed. Vegeta fakes out. Lucario's going to pull up. That's no good. Rebound to Heracross. I mentioned Heracross being such a valuable stretch 4 figure. And an alley-oop to Gorochu. Look at that dunk. Gorochu, the last player on the team to score. Saffron leads by 6. Goku for 3. In and out. Rebound to Heracross. Sends it up the court to Gorochu. Gorochu inside. Sudowoodo with the finish. Sudowoodo, what a performance. Has 10 points off the bench. Entering this game, had a total of 9 points on the season. So another breakout game for a KBA player. This time, it's the rock-type Sudowoodo. Vegeta gets it to go over Lucario. Vegeta has 15. That's tied for a game high with guess who? Lucario after that amazing run in the third. Lucario trying to answer. That's no good. Rebound to Trunks. Trunks, it's a 6-point game. Finds Vegeta. Vegeta behind the back pass to Goku. Goku can't finish. And I mentioned in the first half, Central City really struggled with the assist numbers. We're out-assisted by 8 in the first half. Cinderace finds Lucario. Gets a screen from Cinderace. Lucario pulls up from the mid-range. No good. Rebound goes to Goku. Goku's been nice on the glass in this game. Probably the most rebounds we've seen by a guard in a good minute. At least 4. Trunks against Gorochu. Euro step. Blocked by Gorochu. Rebound by Gorochu. Here comes Gorochu. Finds Cinderace. Cinderace speeding to the hoop. Cinderace slows down over Piccolo. That was not even close. I think someone got a hand on it because it just kind of soared above Piccolo, and really, that's all it cleared. Piccolo. A putback attempt from Naruto won't fall. Rebound comes to Gorochu. Gorochu finds Cinderace. Cinderace on the right side, now dribbling to his left. Cinderace crosses up Goku. Cinderace waiting. Cinderace puts it up. Got it! Cinderace has really taken a lot of shots in the second half, up to 10 points. Probably won't be great for the efficiency, but they lead by 8. That's really the important number. Vegeta takes the feed. Fouled by Lucario, and will head to the free throw line. Was just outside the paint. Kind of just flailing his arms, trying to get the call. That's exactly what he got. Vegeta's history this season: 9 points in the first game, 2 points second game, 12 point third, 11 point fourth, 7 point fifth, 15 points in his most recent game. That was a season high. Now a chance to break his own season high, and he's done it. 16 points now. That's the most he's scored in a game this year. And it will likely increase his scoring average into the double digits, so congratulations to him. Second free throw, off the mark. Rebound to Sudowoodo. Now you can't really be happy with that. They've made free throws all game. This time they miss, and it was a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Gorochu takes the feed from Heracross, gets the bucket to fall, and the foul against Vegeta. Gorochu, a clutch bucket, and the bench for Saffron is killing it right now. 27-18 in terms of bench points right now. And Gorochu has a chance to make it 28. Gorochu this season, averaging 5.2 points. Very strong off the bench. 2.5 rebounds, 0.3 steals, 0.3 assists, 0.8 blocks. Gorochu has really just been that role player that everyone wants to have on their team. It's a 10-point lead now. This is Saffron's biggest lead of the game. Roshi pulls up from the mid-range. Got it to go. Roshi's first bucket. Cinderace takes it out. Slow. Taking his time. Finds Sudowoodo. Who finds Gorochu. Gorochu against Beerus. Gorochu over Beerus. There's a finish. And again, this is what I'm talking about. Gorochu, just such a great role player. One of the best role players in the league. I don't think any team's going to be calling their number to get him on their team next season in a starting role, but man, Gorochu has just been killing it. Seems to be one of the best players every time he sets foot on the floor, and that's normally against bench players. So that would explain why. Krillin banks it home as Gorochu goes down. Not just offensively, besides that play where Gorchu did a pretty terrible job trying to sell a charge, but regardless, has been very strong defensively, blocking shots, getting steals, and the alley-oop goes from Galarian Zapdos. Gorchu has 9 points in the fourth quarter, and Saffron has pulled away. Cell, just outside the paint, gives it off to Beerus. Beerus has had himself a decent game. Lord Beerus for three, flying in, Gorchu with the block. Rebound. Cinderace, Gorchu, can't put it home. Rebounds to Sudowoodo. Great finish. Sudowoodo's got 12. What a game for the rock type. Timeout for the Saiyans. It's now a 12-point game. And it may have gotten away from Central City at this stage. It was an outstanding first half, but the kicks, just too much firepower offensively for the Saiyans to keep up with. This will be interesting. Player of the game, Lucario. You also could have given it to Gorchu or Sudowoodo, but Lucario has a team-high 15 points, really controlled the pace of play, and had that huge run in the third quarter, which is what put them up. And they haven't really looked back since. Obviously, they gave up a run, but I don't think they ever lost the lead during that time. So Lucario has been, once again, one of the most underrated players in the KBA. I'm not sure I said that, but really has been one of the most underrated players in the KBA this season. And the lead is at 12. Super Boo inbounds it to Beerus. Over to Roshi. Not sure why your stars aren't playing at this point. Roshi, easy interception for Blaziken. That's his third steal of the game. Finds Incineroar. Throws it down. Incineroar has 10 points. And the kicks are shooting 51% from the field. The Saiyans have been on fire recently from the field. Only 44%. That's the power of the defense for Saffron right now. Cell at the other side. Cell against Blaziken. Cell blocked by Blaziken. What a performance it's been for Blaziken. Rebound comes to Cinderace. Cinderace to Incineroar. Back to Cinderace. Cinderace getting some room, but decides to pass it off. Hitmonlee for three. No good. Rebound to Cell. Cell finds Krillin. Krillin against Gorchu. Krillin fouled. Krillin will get a trip to the free throw line. And they're going to want him to make both. Krillin averaging 5.2 points, 0.8 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.2 blocks, 72% from the field, 100% from three. It's the big number. Blaziken defensively just running around like a chicken with his head cut off. And I mean that in a good way. And not trying to offend Blaziken either, obviously. That subject likely very close to him. So I apologize for that statement. Krillin at the line. First shot is good. Krillin's got 7 points. Goku and Trunks entering the game, as they need their best on the court to close things out. And back in comes Lucario. All the starters out there. Gorchu was great. Sudowoodo was great. And really, I'm going to take a moment to talk about the performance by the centers for Saffron. Really, Sudowoodo dominated offensively. Blaziken dominated defensively. Together, they really put up a Gyarados-esque performance. Blaziken's shot, blocked by Cell. Another go. Blaziken can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by Cell. Like I said, Blaziken has not been great offensively, but defensively he's been fantastic. Boo on the other side gives it off to Goku. Goku against Cinderace. Over Incineroar, banks it home. Goku's got 12. And one thing I am a bit disappointed in, Central City really stopped going to Vegeta after that first half. He had 11. That was a game high. And really struggling to adapt, Mr. Popo. Not great in that area. Blaziken had an open. Lucario waits and finally passes it off to Lucario. Lucario for three. No good. Rebound by Super Boo. Super Boo rushes forward. Finds Cell. Cell. Goku. You gotta hurry up. Goku. They're down by 10. Goku. Blocked by Cinderace. Rebound to Hitmonlee. Look at that. Cinderace getting in on the block party now. Cinderace waits. Wide open Blaziken inside. And he takes a run up. He had that much time. Blaziken's got 8 rebounds. And it's a 12-point lead. That will likely be the icing. Goku for 3. No good. Rebound by Blaziken. That's rebound number 9. Lucario takes it. Lucario spinning his way inside. Lucario against Krillin. Lucario finds Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee over Trunks. Got it. Trunks has 11 now, and it's a 14-point lead. Next whistle will be the substitutions of everybody. Goku gonna drive, pass behind the back. Cell, Krillin, 3, no good. Rebound by Hitmonlee, and they're just gonna dribble out the clock. The Saffron kicks continue to dominate. What a performance again. They've played nearly all the best teams, and they have just acquired their 4th straight win, shutting down the red-hot offense of Central City. And they win 86-72 your final. What a team performance once again. And Saffron has got to be one of, if not the biggest threat to Goldenrod going forward. Saffron sits 2nd in the KBA. As for Central City, they'll fall to 3-4 on the year. David Aldridge interviewing Blaziken post-game. What a performance from Blaziken, especially in that 4th quarter. But that's it from us here at the KBA on Elite Four TV. For all our friends, I'm Curtis Coleman. I'm thanking you for joining us, and we will see you next time.